practice those in their everyday lives, they will be working according to our Go for the Goals and Go for the Goals theme to work on achieving those goals. At this time, I'd like to remind you that the scholarly trait for this month was make a plan. Scholars know how they should act and what they need to do to accomplish their goals and how they need to work at school every day. They use their time wisely. They choose a date and schedule their assignments. They make sure they get their homework done. And they talk to their parents about being a scholar and making plans for their future. Each of our classroom teachers has chosen a Scholar of the Month, a student who has exhibited these wonderful traits in order that they may be the most successful student they can be. And when I call your name, students, please come on up here to receive your certificate. You're going to shake the hands of our student body officers and then remain up here until all of our scholars are up here. And I need to remind our scholars that after the assembly, you need to stay and meet Mrs. Harshman under the shade structure so we can get your picture taken. You'll be honored on a board inside our cafeteria all month long as we honor you for exhibiting scholarly traits. This month, from Mrs. Tablet's room, Frankie Walker. And from Mrs. Dolan's kindergarten room, Eva Haverstock. Eva, I'm sorry, I said her name wrong. Eva.
No wonder you weren't coming.
And from our other kindergarten class, from Mrs. Tarango's class, Parker Dolan. First grade, Mrs. Rogers, Bryson Tablet. From Mrs. Breaker's room, Gian Ramos. In second grade with Mrs. Fogarty, Jenner Hudson. Second grade, Mrs. Easley's room, Daniela Santoyo. In third grade, from Mrs. Dranzoff's class, Raymond Gomez. Also in third grade, Mrs. Miller's room, Annalise Lipquist. In Mrs. Peterson's fourth grade, Caroline Rouse. In Mrs. Rand's fifth grade, Isabel Ruiz. Scholar of the Month in grade 6, Mrs. Lennox's class, Tomas Prieto. And in 7th grade, from Mrs. Payne's room, Estuardo Guerra. 8th grader in Mrs. Mayer's class, Parker Roos. I failed to mention that we have a new themed Go for the Gold t-shirt this year. You might notice a lot of staff members wearing them. Each of the Scholars of the Month will receive this t-shirt to wear proudly this year with our theme on it, Go for the Gold, and our downtown logo slogan for this year, Reaching Goals, Achieving Greatness. So as I can have the student council members, the t-shirts are in order. They have their names on them. If you could pass them out.